You're watching Rurouni K95's anime review on Urusei Yatsura 6, Always My Darling. Hi Ruronis, this is your pal Rurouni K95 here. Today's anime review, we're down to the last Urusei Yatsura anime movie for today's anime review is Urusei Yatsura Movie 6, Always My Darling. So let's begin. It is a Japanese summer festival, and Oyuki and Ben 10 have dropped in for the fun. Ataru is doing his girl hunt as four small alien beings dressed in Arabian-type garb hunt for him since Ataru is the most lecherous person in the universe. The four aliens manage to nab Ataru after some failed attempts where they take him to their UFO. Their universal princess Lupika awaits, so Ataru goes into his normal Joseon mode, forcing her to use her bazooka-type weapon on him. She wants to go to the Holy Temple planet and retrieve a special jar there. After which, she'll agree to date Ataru as he ponders this, imagining marrying Lupika, and then agrees to start the chase again. After much effort, they manage to drug and bind and cage Ataru. Meanwhile, Lum has discovered Ataru's abduction and gets Benten and Oyuki to help her try to find Ataru, whom she incorrectly believes to be suffering. While they search, Lupika's four helpers are concerned that she's not interested in seeing the pictures of the potential suitors since she must marry before she can become queen. A tofu vendor on a flying bicycle arrives, so Lupika orders a large amount of tofu from the guy. Although their transaction and conversation is all business, it is clear that Lupika is in love with the vendor. Speaking of which, Lum learns from her parents that someone has been investigating Ataru because of his lecherous nature. Lum is conceived that this person is the abductor, but the trail is cold. Lum, Benten, and Oyuki stop at a bar on some planet where Lum gets drunk on the Omiboshi, frustrated that the police won't do anything. At a nearby table, the tofu vendor named Rio hears from his friends of Lupika's potential marriage. They joke that since he and she were childhood friends, he should propose, but he knows that such a marriage could not happen due to their difference in class. Meanwhile, a fortune teller tells Lum about Ataru and the Holy Temple planet before they leave, before the old woman can warn them of the dangers in the progress. Meanwhile, on the Holy Temple planet, Ataru's lust powers are indeed what was needed in order to get past all of the traps. They arrived at a room with a wall carving of a deity of lust. Ataru's desire to kiss and be with Lupika is so great that his aurora becomes visible. The power of Saed Aurora is enough to trigger the giant carving to allow them pass through the door, where they find a large room mostly in ruins, and the center of which contains the vial known as the crystal jar, which holds the ultimate love potion. Ataru takes it, but Lupika snags it from him and flees with her aside as the floor crumbles beneath Ataru as Lupika and the others try to escape. They find themselves in a mausoleum where Ataru pops out of a sarcophagus and takes the crystal jar. Lupika is about to kill Ataru for the jar when Lum arrives to rescue him. Lum gets Ataru outside with Lupika and company in hot pursuit. Ben 10 is on her flying bike to provide cover for Lum, leading Ben 10 and Lupika engaging in a major firefight, destroying the temple that had held the crystal jar. Ben 10 returns to her ship and prepares to warp as Ataru laments not having forgotten to kiss Lupika. However, he still has the ultimate love potion, thus begins plotting whom to use it on first. Lum shows up, aware of what he's up to, so Ataru flees. Lum sends a lightning ball at Ataru, which ends up destroying the navigation console, sending the UFO into warp. The ship crashes into Tomobiki High School, specifically into Onsen Sensei's class. Ataru pops out of the hatch with Lum in hot pursuit, frying Onsen Mark in the process. Ben 10 lets out the latest fuss is over the ultimate love potion, which causes nearly everyone in the class to go after Ataru saves Shinobu and Ryunosuke. Ben 10 wants to watch the fun, but Oyuki stops her, pointing out that there could be a chance that Ataru might make Ben 10 fall in love with him. Lum's pursuit of Ataru leads her back into the back of the cargo trailer, where Ataru closes the door, trapping her as the truck hauling the trailer drives away. Ten-chan interrupts Ataru's victory by breathing fire on him and demanding the potion. The guys from the school came rushing in, so Ataru uses Ten-chan against them. As Ataru flees, he encounters mom doing some shopping, pausing for a moment to greet her, then fleeing again. But the time Ataru is caught, he doesn't have the potion, which he put in his mother's shopping basket in the progress. He tells them that it is in the Tomobiki River, which they start searching as Lum comes home and discovers Ataru's mother has it. Yeah. So meanwhile, Ataru has the guys digging up the school grounds to find it until Shutaro Mendo strings him up. Ataru defiantly messages to avoid Shutaro's blade repeated when Lupika shows up with her asides. She blasts the area, causing Ataru to be free, but she demands the potion from him. Despite getting whacked and shot, Ataru refuses to speak the truth, telling her that the potion is at the bottom of the Tomobiki River. She leaves to find it. As Ataru races home to retrieve the potion, he takes a glass of juice and drinks it. Not realize Lum has spiked it. Once Lum reveals this, he desperately tries to not to look at her. Even Lum fries him. Lupika blasts onto the scene, demanding the potion. Ataru looks at her and instantly falls in love. Lum is angry since she was not getting Ataru to only look at her. Lupika is not happy that Ataru is under the influence of the love potion, but tell her she was right. With great difficulty, she manages to escape Ataru. Lum is unable to shock Ataru free of the effects of the potion, so she goes off in pursuit of Lupika. Lum catches her, and the two have angry words since there is no antidote. Ataru shows up but can't be fended off of Lupika. Lum wants to know whom Lupika intends to use the potion on. She won't say, and when she finally manages to get free of Ataru, her Ides beam her up to the ship and take off. A dejected Lum returns with a heartbroken Ataru, and they are met by all of their comrades. Upon learning what happened, they test to see whether Ataru really does only have the eyes for one girl by having Sakura-sensei and all other girls come close to him. All Ataru does is wail for Lupika-chan. Lum shatters the vial and leaves in frustration. Meanwhile, on Lupika's planet, Ryo pays a visit. Lupika orders an insane amount of tofu, then offers him a drink, which is observed by Ben 10 and Oyuki in the process. Ryo asks about her suitors, and she confirms it. He recalls their childhood when he met allying the princess while helping his father deliver tofu to Lupika's family. So Lupika demands the beverage he gave him, so he does. However, it does not have the desired effect, causing her to be distressed, so she shuts herself and Ryo rides away on Earth. Ataru is still pining for Lupika while in space on the planet bar where Lum and company met the fortune teller. They met with her again, finding a way to return Ataru to normal. They ditch the old lady again, meaning she's stuck with a massive bar bill. However, Lupika arrives and offers to pay it elsewhere. And depressed, Ryo drinks with a friend, becoming upset and hearing about how often Lupika has been going to Earth and she might have found some there. Yeah. On Earth, under the moonlight, Lum follows the fortune teller's instructions where she'd broken the love potion vial. A moondrop flower emerges and blossoms as all of Lum's friends observe, arrives blasting them out of the way, demanding the flower. Lum angrily states that she needs it for Ataru. Her friends back her up, citing how Ataru would pursue Lupika forever. Ben 10 and Oyuki challenge her since they know how she has feelings for the tofu vendor, but Lupika decides to attack and take the flower. Lum, Ben 10, and Oyuki give chase as Lupika's UFO provides her support. Shutaro has the military attack the UFO as Ataru's parents worry about how much trouble Ataru is causing them. Ben 10 and Oyuki run into Rio, what happened to be on his way to Earth. They explain to him that the battle is due to Lupika trying to get the love potion for him. Rio refuses to believe it, but he also refuses to confess his true feelings of love to Lupika, which he would solve everything. Meanwhile, Lum and Lupika are into a cat fight until Benten and Oyuki arrive with the captured Rio, demanding Lupika hand over the flower for Rio. Otaru arrives on Rio's flying bicycle and is like static cling on Lupika, frustrating Rio to no end. Lupika's struggle causes her to lose flower, which Lum snags. Lupika won't give up and takes Otaru hostage, but a lucky shot from Shutaru's tang prevents from that happening. Lupika falls, chased by Ataru and followed by Lum. The frustrated Rio breaks free and grabs Lupika, fending off Ataru. Oyuki encases him into a giant ball of ice, which, after being tossed around for a bit, lands by the river and shatters. Unfortunately, the moon drop flower wits with the dawn, so Lum stuffs with the entire plant in Ataru's unconscious month. Ataru wakes up and recognizes Lum, but as soon as up to his old tricks, Lupika cries over Rio. As he wakes up, he gets up and then offers a bashful proposal, which she eventually accepts. Everyone cheers them, and Rio takes Lupika to his bicycle, putting her on the tofu box and riding off with her servants in tow. Cherry shows up with a 4,000-year-old Chinese love potion and tosses it to the crowd, who dive to catch it. And that's how you end this anime movie. So my thoughts so what I think about the Urusei Yatsura movie, this is basically like celebrates the 10th anniversary to the Urusei Yatsura anime series. The film was screened at a film festival in Japan on August 18, 1991. The film would later be distributed to theaters by Argo Project on November 2nd, 1991, along with Ranma Half, The Battle of Nekoron China, Fight to Break Free the Rules, also known as Big Trouble in Nekoron China. And yes, this was distributed by Argo Project instead of Toho Company Limited. Yeah, the character designs were done by Kumiko Takahashi, who is known for the anime Call Me Tonight. As other anime, yes, Urusei Yatsura has been... The movie has this movie, Urusei Yatsura Movie 6, Always My Darling, has referred to by some fans as the worst of the series. Yeah, because this was on a double bill with Ranma Half, Big Trouble in Nekoron China, in the same way how Urusei Yatsura Movie 5, The Final Chapter, was on a double bill with Maison Ikoku Kanketsu Hen in 1988. Dude, this was the last animated production of the entire franchise until 2008 with Urusei Yatsura 12th OVA, which I'll cover maybe I'll get the ball rolling. Yes. Because Urusei Yatsura Movie 6, Always My Darling, was the final Urusei Yatsura movie, which is all 6 of them. Because, well, for Urusei Yatsura Movie 5, The Final Chapter would have been the last Urusei Yatsura movie. But Urusei Yatsura Movie 6, Always My Darling, is the last Urusei Yatsura movie. I know some may like this movie, some may hated this movie because it's saying it's the worst in the franchise, but to me, it's all right. It's an all right anime movie in my opinion. So that's going to be it for my anime review on Urusei Yatsura Movie 6, Always My Darling. Thank you for watching. Before we go, here's my thoughts, because this is the last Urusei Yatsura movie for the first time I get to cover for this anime review for the first time. Subscribe for content. My anime plan link in the description down below. You can share this video on your Twitter and Facebook if you have a Twitter, Facebook account, and all social media. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up by clicking on the like button on this video. Feel free to leave it in the comments section. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, RoniK95. Feel free to join my channel. Hit the notifications bell button. Be sure to get notified, and keep it otaku for this anime review, because this is the last Urusei Yatsura movie to cover all 6 of them. And I got another anime review coming up for my next anime review, what I got today. Stay tuned for my next anime review, because I've already covered on the previous Urusei Yatsura anime movies, because we got another anime review starting with my anime review on My Hero Academia 2 Heroes. Stay tuned for my next anime review on My Hero Academia 2 Heroes, because you won't want to miss another anime review.